Hey, welcome to Wolfman Moto 660. We're about to go on our very first MotoCamp on the 2022 Aprilia Tuareg 660. Man, I feel like I'm ready to go out for a week. I'm just gonna go about maybe 25 miles. And it's just a one overnighter, and man, I feel like all the stuff I brought is just, I could be out here for weeks. So I'm gonna have to refine this, and there's some other things I'm going to talk to you about, especially with the luggage. We'll talk about that later. I'm waiting for my buddy Steve. He's coming in his Jeep. He's gonna follow me out there. We're gonna eat some lunch in Decatur, Texas, and then we're gonna head out to LBJ National Grasslands, where we're gonna be camping overnight. Got my buddy Steve up there in the Jeep, camping with us tonight. And then my buddy Matt and his family are going to join us out there in their RV. Should have a good little group of campers out there. Well, we're almost to the campsite here. We'll get set up. Not a whole lot of off-road on this camp trip. Just a little bit of gravel, leachy. This is on the south end side, the free side of Black Creek Lake. The other side is you have to pay. There's more traditional campsites there, designated campsites. Some are tables and fire rings and stuff. This is just kind of primitive over here. So hopefully nobody's in our spots. Gonna find out. Man, it feels so good to get out here and MotoCamp for the first time on the Tuareg 660. Woo! I mean, finally. I bought this thing in February, and it's now, well, the day after Thanksgiving. Well, there's somebody in that spot over there. There's somebody in my spot, man. Well, I think our spots are taken. Well, that's where I was hoping to be, right over there. Oh. Yeah, right there in those trees where I was wanting to be, and then Matt could have been right there. Yeah, I think we're going to go to a different spot. Hopefully we'll get a signal and let him know. Okay. Alright, we're going to head out this way and go to the other side. We're going to go towards the Tadger trailhead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's actually some pretty nice spots over there overlooking the...
Oh, yeah.
On that ridge.
Yep. Yep. Alright, let's head that way.
Okay.
Well, our camp spots were taken, so we're going to go a little further north, a couple miles, up by the Tadger trailhead of LBJ National Grasslands. There's a lot more camping out in that area, a lot more open. Hopefully we can find a spot, and then hopefully we can, hopefully we'll have a signal on the phone so we can send to my buddy Matt and let him know where we're at. Because the plan was to meet back there by the lake. But that is a popular spot, and it is a Friday, so I kind of figured, you know, about a 50-50 shot, and it was all taken. So we'll go find another spot. So let me tell you, I packed a lot of crap on this trip, even though it's just like 25 miles away from my house. But being my first time, I want to have more than less, because it would suck if you got out here and like, man, I wish that I added this. I figure I would just add everything that I could, everything I thought I might need, comfort-wise, things like that, and then get out here and experience it. And I figure once I get this one under my belt, this trip here, I'll know more of what I can leave behind, or maybe add something to something, you know. I can kind of hone in my camping gear, what I want to take. Some motorcycles. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. Beautiful November day. It's 64 degrees. A little bit of a breeze. Perfect weather on the bike, man. So I want to get to where I have maximum comfort, smallest and lightest pack size, and fewer things, but still maximum comfort. I kind of feel like I'm a little overloaded. Not that the bike can't handle it, it's just a lot of stuff to lug around. And it took forever to pack. So, one of the things I mentioned earlier was the pannier bag. These soft pannier bags that I have, they're both 38 liters each. I mean, they work all right. They're just soft bags. So you have to, there's a lot of straps, Velcros, and buckles. And the material is not waterproof, but it has a waterproof bag that goes inside. It's just a pain in the ass, really, to pack everything in those pannier bags. But once you get it all packed, it's fine. It does what it's supposed to do, which is transport all your stuff. It's just, I don't want to spend all my time running straps through buckles and Velcroing, buckling. It's just a lot, man. It's just more than what I really want to do. It was, I was looking for budget-friendly soft bags just to kind of get my feet wet and see what I really wanted. Now this top box that I have, I did a video on that recently. I think it was my previous video. This box is awesome. I really like this box. And I did find some side pannier box that matches it. I don't know if it's necessarily the same name brand, but it looks like the exact same box. So they are hard aluminum boxes, the same setup. You can lock it to the bike, and it's a quick release. You know, you can take the whole box off real quick by unlocking and undoing the buckle. And then loading is super easy. Just open the lid, put your stuff in, close the lid. You can lock it up. Very nice. They are 38 liters a piece, just like the side panniers. I think that's going to make it a lot quicker, easier, and nicer for loading and unloading. And then the times where I'm not moto camping and the bags are empty, they're kind of a pain in the butt to take off. You got to unlace all the strapping. It's just more than what I want to mess with. So, and then the straps are always too long too. That's another thing. When you're empty, the straps are long and they start flapping around. You got to find a place for the straps. You can't really cut them because if you want to fill up the bags, then you're going to need that extra length to secure the bag. So with the hard bags, I mean, it's just open, close, and you're done, whether you're empty or full. And then if I can't fit something in there, I've got dry bags that go on top, and I've got more than enough options. I think for me, the hard pannier bags is the way for me to go. The soft pannier bags come in real handy when you're in some very rough off-road terrain to where you might be dumping your bike several times. In that case, soft bags would be handy because they can take the flow. The hard bags, you know, it could dent it, maybe bend your brackets, you know, or something like that. But I'd say 95% of what I'm going to be doing is not going to be that rough terrain to where I have to worry about something like that. Man, this is a beautiful place to camp. I mean, it's just
lots of oak trees, just wilderness, LBJ National Grassland. And it's like 25, 30 minutes from my house. I've done so much camping and hiking out here. It is really awesome to have this nature scene, setup, what have you, so close to where I live. All right, here's the Tadger Trailhead. Oh yeah, there's going to be quite a few people out here. There's probably going to be hunting out here as well. Horses, all that good stuff. Well, I don't see a burn ban. I think we're going to try to have a campfire tonight. That would be nice. Oh man, yeah, there's all the good spots are going to be taken. That was a good spot there I was thinking about. That's another good spot I was thinking about. So we got to have some trees at least for 2 hammocks. I'm going to be in my Haven Safari. Damn, all the good spots are taken. Damn it. Yeah, that's the case, man. Everybody's off. They want to get out and get camping. Right. Man, all the good spots are taken. Yeah, everybody's off till Monday, I guess, and the weather's nice. Yeah, I think all this is going to be full. There's we go back out to the main road and head north, kind of close to the other town north of Decatur. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, there's more camping spots out there. But we can go try that real quick.
Yeah, some barking spiders and bears and all that good old stuff. Well, we found us a camp spot. The weather is nice, perfect camping weather. So yeah, everybody's off till Monday. All the good spots were taken, but we found a pretty good spot here. My buddy Matt and his family are coming out in their little RV. And I think we're gonna have plenty of room here. Let's take a look around. So me and Steve are gonna string up over here somewhere. There's a lot less undergrowth and trees to strap up to there. Because he and I are hanging. And then I think Matt, plenty of room to back up his little RV back in here. And we got a little fire pit over there already. It's a nice big treed area. I think this is gonna work. I'm gonna get camp set up and then bring it back and show you what we have. Well, we got camp all set up here. Steve forgot his tarp for his amok, but luckily he keeps a tent in his Jeep, so he has the tent for backup. But he's trying the rain fly as a tarp for his amok, so let's check that out, see how that's working. All right, Steve, you care to explain what's going on here with your camp setup?
I spent many hours designing this, so
Yeah.
Please don't make fun of it.
Okay, yeah, he spent a lot of time designing this here.
That's what happens when you forget your tarp.
Yeah.
You gotta make do with what you got.
Exactly. I think he's got it worked out. I ain't gonna keep the dew off of him. We got the Haven Safari set up here. Come with these little flag. Hey, don't be jealous now, Steve. Come with these little flags. I'm not sure. I strung them up anyway, whatever. But brand new Haven Safari. It's my first time camping in it. I do have the Haven XL, camped in it many a time. Very nice. So I have the Southwest pattern. Very nice. The Safari is a little bit heavier material, a little more heavier duty. At the end, you get a strap at the head end to kind of raise your head up a little bit if you need to. Now, the one thing I didn't do when I bought this Haven Safari is buy their air pad, because I've had experience enough to know that their air pad is 50-50 whether you're going to lose air or it's not going to lose air. Mine loses air. So I've had to research and find, and I finally found the Thermarest Neo Air Topo Lux XL works perfect. And a lot of people complain with the Haven XL that they get a taco effect. I fixed mine with a strap running underneath, but with this air pad you don't need to strap underneath because there's no taco effect. This air pad is exactly what's needed for the Safari and the Haven XL. All right, let's take a tour inside here. So here's that Neo Air Thermarest. Air pad works perfect. I have a Sea to Summit pillow. I have a Zuby Lives down sleeping bag, or you can use it like a top quilt. This is awesome. This will get you down 35 comfortably. I think the low is going to be around 40 tonight. So 40 degrees tonight, this should be plenty warm. And then when you're inside this Haven, it does close off the air pretty good. So it holds your body temperature in pretty well. And at each end of the tent, there are air pockets. So you're not going to get a lot of condensation. That does reduce condensation a lot. I've never had any issue with condensation in my Haven XL. So I'm pretty much anticipating I'm not going to have condensation issues in the Safari. So I have my head end up a little bit higher. I do like to sleep with my head elevated a little bit. If you put the Haven XL or the Safari level, when you get in, your head kind of goes down a little bit. So just from experience, raise your head end about 6, maybe even to 8 inches higher than your foot end, and it works out great. All right, we got the Big Agnes chair, high back chair, and the Ottoman footrest. Very nice. We got our Trekology table, the Camping Moon stove. This is the first time using the Camping Moon stove. Very nice setup. I do a lot of camping. This is the first camping trip for Wolfman Moto 660. I have a lot of gear. I have lots of gear. I'm real big on maximum comfort and trying to keep pack size down and weight down as much as you can, but still having max comfort. So if I'm in a tent, I want to be on a cot and an air pad. So there are ways to do that. Moto camping, we're going to do that one of these days for sure on this channel. There's going to be a lot of moto camping on this channel. It's the first time with the Aprilia 660. Is awesome. Had a great ride. It's maybe 30-minute ride out here, that's all. We're just LBJ National Grasslands, about 30 minutes from the house. But man, look at the setup here. This trip here, I'm finding out a lot of stuff of how I want to pack things. I'm learning a lot from this trip. I'm learning a lot. So I'm learning a lot from this trip. I wanted my first moto camp to be pretty close to the house, just in case anything went awry or something, whatever. But it's just a good short trip to kind of figure out how max comfort I want to go, how much equipment I want to bring. It did feel a little heavy on the bike. I do have the suspension, rear suspension adjuster. I do need to probably do a couple clicks on that one to stiffen it up with all this gear. I didn't weigh all the gear, but it's probably close to 30-40 pounds, maybe a little bit more. But we're going to learn on this trip what we can bring, maybe something else we need to bring, maybe some things that we can leave behind, especially for a one-nighter. But we really want to get it honed in for those longer trips.
Don't know where my home is.
He's kind of a nomad right now. Is he going to be here? Is he going to be over there? Well, it's morning time here. I've been testing this new product IMA has sent to me. It's a heated scarf and hoodie. So I wore it to bed, and I don't even know how long the battery lasts, but well, I didn't sleep very good. I felt like my head was lower than my feet, which I don't like sleeping like that. I like my head elevated. And I got up real early this morning to use the restroom, and I remembered that I was making adjustments on my hammock and I forgot to raise my head and back up. So that's why. So about 5 o'clock this morning, I realized it and raised it up, and slept fine after that. So I think we got down to 33 last night. A little cooler than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 40. But a lot of dew on everything this morning. There's my little landing mat for my Haven Safari. It's pretty El Yucco. Anyway, so let's take a look at Matt's setup here. They got in after dark. So he just pulled in with his little camper, detached and leveled it out. Not too bad. Then you can hear a generator. It wasn't too bad. So they put the generator on the other side. There's my motorcycle. My motorcycle cover doesn't go down very far because of the top box and the extended windshield and all that stuff. But it keeps all the important stuff dry. Gotta say hi to the Wolfman Moto people.
Hey, come here.
Look who woke up.
Hey there, Wolfman Moto, what are you doing? Danny.
We are wandering around in the cold, but looks like you're awful warm in your little getup.
I need some clothes on.
Yeah.
Something warm.
There's little Annie.
That's cold.
There's Mr. Gavin.
What's up, Gavin? High five. What? Annie, come on, let's go make some coffee.
Well, I think we're going to call this trip a wrap. Man, I had a good time. It was fun riding the bike out here and finding a place to set up camp. Camping in the Haven Safari. That was very comfortable once I realized my mistake, but I try to just fight through it most of the night, and now my back hurts, and I mean, literally I was like, my head was just downhill, all contorted backwards. Can't believe I forgot to do that. And then once I lay down, I really don't want to get back up because it's hard to get warm again, and you know, I was just being stubborn, I guess. I should have just got up, and I would have realized right away that I needed to make that adjustment and get my head up. But anyway, I had a good time with Steve-O, Matt and his family. Thanks for joining me on this trip. All the subscribers, thank you for coming back and watching the channel. Give me a good thumbs up there, appreciate it. And we'll see you down the road. We got some more moto camping in store, so definitely subscribe and stick around, and we'll see you then.